Before I do anything else, I'd also like to, especially with Monday being Memorial Day and with our Patriotic program tonight, I'd like to recognize all of our veterans. So if you're a veteran of our U.S. military in some form or fashion, would you please stand at this time so we can give you a round of applause? Thank you very much. And many of you know that each year our 8th graders go to Washington, D.C., and I had the privilege of leading a great group this year. And as we do every year, we walked around Arlington Cemetery and saw the changing of the guards. How many of you have seen that at some point in your life? That's a great thing. If you ever get a chance to get up to Virginia, the D.C. area, make sure that you do that. That said, we had a wonderful time, and I was able to reflect a lot on all the wonderful things that we have in this country in terms of freedom and such. And we owe a great debt of gratitude to those who have come before us and have given so much so that we can have the freedoms we have today. And so I especially want to thank our veterans and all of those of you who serve as law enforcement, firefighters, anybody that does the things behind the scenes to keep us safe and well. Thank you very much. This time we're going to have our Palmetto Charter School ensemble come forward.
Marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give him a hearty welcome and hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer and the boys will shout. The ladies, they will all turn out and we'll all feel safe when Johnny comes marching home. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Over hill, over dale, we have hit the dusty trail, and those caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter marching right about, and those caissons go rolling along. For it's high, high, he in the field of
Good evening and welcome to our patriotic program, God Bless America. As we gather tonight to celebrate the great country we live in and the many freedoms we have grown to love and share.
We'd also like to honor our nation's brave veterans, men and women who have served our country in moments of turmoil and in moments of peace.
Alongside these heroes, we also honor the current members of our military who sacrifice every day so that we might enjoy all that means to be an American.
Please stand for the presentation of the flags by the Palmetto High School JROTC Color Guard. Then join us for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, followed by the singing of our national anthem, a duet by our very own Mrs. Terry Council and her son, a former student of PCS, Alex Council.
Forward, march. Colors first, march. Colors, hold. Present, colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated.
Stand up and cheer for America, the home of the brave and the free. Stand and be counted America, for God has blessed us eternally. Stand up and cheer for America, the home of the tried and the true.
day, many of us think of our family, friends, and loved ones who have served in the military, now or in the past, sacrifices they have made in order to keep us safe and free.
Many of them have found themselves far away from America the beautiful, in strange and foreign lands, away from families and friends.
What a beautiful picture of serving and protecting one nation under God, from sea to shining sea.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes prove in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life, more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining
The Declaration of Independence is one of the most important documents in the history of our nation. It was ratified on July 4th, 1776, and we officially became a new nation.
Mrs. Dover's fifth grade class has memorized and will now recite a portion of this document.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people
to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another,
And to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station,
to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them,
A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to separation.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal,
that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights,
that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness,
that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men,
deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed,
that when any form of government becomes destructive of these ends,
it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it,
and to institute a new government laying a foundation on such principles,
and organizing its powers in such form
as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes.
And accordingly, all experiences has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable
than to right themselves by abolishing the forms which they are accustomed.
But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object,
evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism,
It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government.
And to provide new guards for their future security.
Now will you please welcome with me the Palmetto High School JR OTC Drill Team.
Team vote. Mark time. Mark time. Mark. Goodbye. Hope. Reset. Arm. Front, oh. Exit.
The flag of the United States of America stands as a symbol that all the soldiers and veterans have fought to protect.
The white stripes stand for the purity and innocence of the American ideal.
The red stripes stand for the hardness and valor exemplified by our soldiers and veterans.
The blue stands for the vigilance, perseverance, and justice that is the heart of our great nation.
Put them all together and they become the very symbol of America. My country, 'tis of thee, the land we love.
Ms. Ballinger's 5th grade class will now perform on the Boomwhackers the official United States Army song, the Caisson Song.
Rolling
Will any current or former member of our military please stand and be acknowledged this evening for your selfless service to our country? We truly appreciate you. You may be seated.
What can we say to men and women who have given so very much to make certain that we can live our lives in peace and freedom?
What can we do to make sure you know how much we appreciate all you have done?
The answer, of course, is never enough. But tonight we will display pictures of many of our PCS family members and loved ones that have served in all the different branches of our military, that we want to honor them for their service and dedication to our country.
We would like to say to each and every one of you, thank you. God bless our soldiers.
This song of love is going out to you. This cry from our heart shows we appreciate you. We're lifting you up in our prayers. In our hearts you're right there. No, we love you. And this song is for you. Is trampling across the sea. This message of thanks is meant for every family. We're lifting you up in our prayers. In our hearts you're right there. No, we love you. And this song is for you.
May we never forget the tremendous sacrifices that were made for us to live freely in this great country.
The best way to do that is by living lives as represented in the colors of our flag. Lives of purity and innocence, hardiness and valor, vigilance, perseverance, and justice.
May the spirit of America that has been fought for and protected come alive in each and every one of us this very day. And for that we all say,
God bless America!
Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land, here at our sea-washed sunset gate shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles.
From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air bridge harbor that twin cities frame.
Keep ancient lands your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore.
Send these, the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free.
Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer.
God bless America.
Wow. Students, you were amazing tonight. Really makes me proud. I am so proud to be an American tonight, and I'm especially proud to be your principal tonight and be a part of such a wonderful performance, wonderful job. Let's give them another round of applause. For all of you in the back that had to stand the whole time, was it worth it? Well, thank you. I appreciate your endurance. And for those in the foyer, again, we're packed out. But there is a big pile of dirt back there. I think that something's going to happen pretty soon that's going to allow us to fit everybody in and get everybody seated at the same time. That said, we have 2 more days of school left, and we're excited to finish this year strong. I want to also recognize Mrs. Teets and have her come forward. None of this would be possible without her. As we have done in recent times with Mrs. Teets, her and her husband do a lot to support this particular group of orphanages associated with South America and Central America. And so it's Living 127, by the way. And so we're going to give a gift to Mrs. Teets on her behalf to this organization that does so much for kids that are in really desperate situations. We're so blessed here, aren't we? We're so blessed. Thank you, Mrs. Teets.